Testing, testing. We're not testing. We're doing it live. CBD is legal in Texas, so that's what that is. Ugh.
What?
You get the same pleading face emoji from two different people at the same time. Oh yeah, we were just gonna. Sound. Alright, so I'll put the sound to the Samsung. And just do it that way. Oh, that's what I was using before. I was using Restream. I was like, what the heck? Why isn't it logging me in? And I can stream to Facebook at the same time. What? Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna make this as a separate display. Alright. Ah, hell. Uh.
Okay. You want some water or anything before we start?
Water would be great. I hope I'm not already. One sec.
Rosé. I got some wine. You want some wine?
I'll be down to take another shot.
Yeah. Here. Get your ass over here.
It was out already, so I just had to light it up again, but yeah,
Here.
let me just light it.
What's that? Oh.
Shot glass.
Oh wait, that's my shot glass.
Yeah, I said I'm surprised you didn't use it.
Use it? I did use it.
Oh, I don't know.
Were you holding the red
I
one?
didn't even notice. I thought I could have sworn that it was actually like cylindrical instead of more of a cone shape.
Are we good to go?
Hmm?
Are we streaming?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Alright.
Welcome.
Finally settled in. For the most part, I mean, I guess we're gonna watch something eventually, but
That was the only other thing. I was like, I realized, yeah, I just messed up with the setup because this is just full screening the webcam, and then I just need to add the screen cap in there too.
Man, this sucks. I hate how I don't get paid on holidays. All right, got the ashtray on the couch, so let's be careful with that. I want to throw this pillow on the floor.
Okay.
On the couch.
Display capture. Is it behind?
You know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna get fucking tray tables. Tray tables. That's what I need for the couch. Just like blip. Right here. Or I can just pull the table up like further. Like make it
Yeah.
super close.
But then you have, yeah, I need you just, as long as you could just put your feet on top of it, because you just be like that.
I mean, because I told them to like build the table tall enough where I gave them a specific height.
Yeah.
So that it's tall enough to where I can use a keyboard and mouse on that table.
Yeah, that's the one part that I did not add here. Display capture. What the fuck was it? This could do window capture. Make it.
I need my money.
Bro, what? I don't know what we would be watching. Let's see. Alright, I was gonna test this. See how that sounds.
The test.
Yeah, you can hear it.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
No, it's not bad at all. It works.
Kind of want that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to now. Question is, where's the lighter?
Right here.
Gotta light it again and again. Let's see. I have no idea.
So you said we could review something together. What's something we both haven't seen? Besides a lot. I know I haven't seen a lot. Like I watch one show a week. Well, I just started Stranger Things last night. I only saw the first episode, but I like how it started. Caught up with Stranger Things? Did you even watch Stranger Things?
No. So, what was the idea that we would be? Are we gonna show what we stream or what we're watching on stream?
We could. We don't have to.
Isn't it illegal to do with Netflix?
Is it?
I mean, because I was saying we could watch something like on YouTube on stream. I know that's legal, but yeah, I wouldn't want to try to live stream Netflix on my account because I could get a strike on it, and I can't lose this account, man. I got 35 followers.
Then don't.
Yeah, so I don't know, you know,
I don't know.
what it would be.
I'm fine doing whatever. If it was my podcast, I wouldn't even have videos. It'd just be us talking. But this is the canceling Dave Chappelle
I don't know.
inner monologue.
Yeah, go ahead.
Couch Lock Radio.
So how about you? Well, yeah, I don't even know what we would be watching, and I also can't get the the screen cap working right now either. So it's just gonna have to be us talking. Let's see. I couldn't download that. I'm gonna just give up on that for now. So what were we saying about about what's the guy's name? About the baby.
The baby. Oh yeah, what I had to say was completely unrelated to the baby as well, but it was gonna be it's gonna be bad. I was gonna say I don't think anyone's born gay at birth.
Mm.
Um, and I was having this. I said that at a party when I was in a room full of lesbians and a bi-curious person, and they all kind of like agreed with me. I was like, wait, what? I wasn't just saying something like absolutely random and and controversial. And so then like one of the more tomboyish ones was like, yeah, honestly, like it is a choice. You have to choose to allow yourself to be this person. You know, some people fight it and they're not actively choosing themselves. They're just presenting an image. I don't know. What do you think? You're not of being born straight or gay or whatever.
You said this was a room of gay and lesbian people,
Yeah, I mean,
not a room of trans people, right?
It was five of us. It was five of us. It was like three lesbians and one person I know is in the guys, but she's also definitely like tomboyish and like she's definitely like we definitely like said like a lot of shit like for me to like know she's bi curious and all that. I don't know if she's been with a girl. I know she's been with guys. I don't know about a girl, but she it wouldn't surprise me if she had been.
Okay, okay. So I just wanted to clarify that you're okay. So there was like lesbian and gay people, but they weren't. None of them were trans, though, right?
Not that I know of. No.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. I don't. I have thoughts on that too, but I also think people might. Obviously like those people are in the LGBTQ community, but I feel like some people would be like, okay, well, but they're not trans, so we would want to see how the trans people think about it, right? And I don't know how they think about it. I'm not trans, but my kind of take on it was kind of like thinking about something adjacent to transsexuality, like actually it would I do have a good video for us to watch. It would be that there's I think it's in Lawyer Squad.
Just put it on. Just put it on.
Yeah.
Just put it on. Don't even tell me. If you think it'll work, it'll work.
Let me see. Trans. Maybe I should have called this the trans episode instead.
The trans episode.
We'll change the name.
I mean, I wasn't even talking about trans person though. But
trans. What do you mean? So you were talking. So we were talking about kind of. I guess. Wait. What? So you weren't talking about sexuality. You were talking about like something else. Like because you were saying that being whether or not you're born like gay or not or something.
Yeah,
like that?
I said I don't think anyone is born gay.
Okay.
But I don't think people are born a specific way.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think anyone's born gay because then come on, like being born gay, like you be in your mom's womb, just like, oh god, I am done with this shit. Fuck, it is like too wet, too dark in here. I'm gay. I don't want to be. I mean, maybe that's why some babies come out crying. Like thank God it was over, and it's like it's like tears of relief.
Yeah, maybe. Like I don't. That's hilarious, actually. But I don't know. But you don't know.
It's really a bit. I like saying that as a bit, but it's kind of a real like topic of conversation too.
No, it's funny, but then when you think about it, like really, the baby doesn't know what like, because if you're gonna be gay, like you might like it has to be like what is straight, right? Like so you have to know what all those things are, and the baby just knows this this womb. And I guess the baby might like it or not. Like I guess I don't know. But that's the womb is all it knows, and then it's like, ugh, all sticky when it comes out and whatnot, and it's like, it's all bright. That's one of the things that was in John Mulaney's comedy. It's like when he talks about his kid, and he talks about it's like uh he does this thing where he was like visibly annoyed by the light, but he didn't say anything. And he's like, yeah, like that's my kid. Like he's like actually upset or uncomfortable about something and didn't say anything. Like
Dude, I love John Mulaney. He was great as Chip in the Chip and Dale movie. Did you ever watch any of those cartoons?
which cartoons?
Chip and Dale,
No,
the little chipmunks.
no, I never saw that. What the fuck?
Yeah, they just made a movie. Disney did. In case you didn't know who made that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fantastic because they had. I was like writing them down as the movie went along, and I wrote down at least 20 different IPs not owned by Disney that were just directly in the movie.
This was a Disney movie though.
This is a Disney movie, yeah. Disney just casually used like Rick and Morty and Transformers and Naruto and and what else? Freaking He-Man, Sonic. It was ridiculous. It was like
They made a lot of references to those other
it was like a
basically other animals and other IP.
they were able to. Disney basically just used creations that weren't their own and just let them cameo in their own movie. Kind of like a modern day Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Uh, yeah, I'm not finding that full episode on on here. I don't even remember what the episode was, but it was Lawyer Squad.
Loiter Squad.
Yeah, this is not even working.
Yeah, this is why I can't stand joints.
So I got something brown and round. That was before we started recording, right?
Yeah. This guy's got something brown and round to put in our mouths.
Works. It would have worked better if this wasn't such a sausage fest. It's not Gucci.
Always Gucci.
Always Gucci. Always gravy. Always Gouda.
You like Gouda?
Do I like Gouda? No, I think Gouda is too hard. I'm not really a big fan of hard cheeses, honestly. I'm more into like a mozzarella or like what's it called? Burrata. You know about burrata cheese?
Burrata cheese?
Yes, bro. Burrata cheese. Now that is actually a video I can pull up.
Yeah,
Let's see.
let's move the table closer.
Break it up, break it up, break
Wait,
it up.
wait, wait, don't grab it from the top.
Don't grab it from the
grab
top.
it from right here.
Okay.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Alright. I need a short video about burrata cheese.
Huh.
Come on, just show how good it looks. Also, okay. So yeah, you see how it's kind of like not solid, basically. It's one of those, and it's cool because it makes like a little pocket, like, and you open it up and it's all I actually haven't had this cheese either. I just heard that it tastes like it's similar to mozzarella, but it's more fancy. Man, I just wanted them to show like showing the whole process. I'm just replaying this video. Anyway,
I think I had that. I think I've had that cheese.
um,
Do you like my Ukrainian and Colombian flag, by the way?
I like the solidarity. Yeah, and in lieu of the bookshelf, it's symmetrical. So you got the yellow. Is that okay? Yeah, that's nice how it ends up being the yellow on the inside on both of them. Let's see. So what I was gonna say. Okay, so I actually, when I was in college, I had this thing about trans. So you were talking about people aren't born um, gay or straight, and when you remember Rachel Dolezal. Uh, she was a white lady who basically grew up identifying as black, and she would like tan her skin and wear her hair like she made her hair look like she was black, and she was in the NAACP. She was high ranking in the NAACP in her at that chapter in her city, and yeah, she basically was transracial. Um,
Uh, okay.
yeah, and that was her. She was saying she was transracial, and everybody's like, "Nah, you're not transracial. You're just white, right? You're just larping, right?" So my whole thing was, um, what is it? Is is it okay to be transracial? And if if that's not valid, like why is it okay, why is it not okay for her to be transracial if it's okay to be trans like sexual? That was my only thing, was kind of like, where does the, and that just opens up a can of worms. It's like, where does it stop with the trans, right? Like, okay, you can be transsexual. Okay, well, I can be transracial. Okay, well, like, I'm a white person. Like, I identify as a white person. Officer stopped me on the on the highway, and it's like, officer, I'm actually white. He looks at me. It's like, fuck. I need to do this. I actually need to do. I haven't tried this yet, but I'm hoping it'll get me out of a ticket.
Yeah, you should try it. I don't know, man. It's how do you can you define race as more of a physical um
Race has always,
stat?
yeah, race has always been a subjective uh thing about how you look and how
Can,
people think based off of how you look.
so you can classify it as a mentality of
Um,
a certain group of people.
sure, yeah, yeah, a certain group of skin tone people,
Skin
basically.
tone.
Okay, you're dark skin, or you look black, or you look Mexican, or you look Chinese, or whatever. Um, yeah, those stereotypes that people have, basically, right, based off of how you look.
Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her saying she's black. It's a
Um,
tough one. I mean, as long as I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think as long as you're not being offensive when you do something, like if you're just appreciating the culture of people that are not you, then it could. I don't know, cause okay, wait, cause the next step would be like getting your actual DNA rewritten.
Uh huh.
Like you get like, cause you can track how much of something you are. I'm 10% black. I think 12% black. I want to say
Yeah. Or just from the Colombian side or whatever.
I'm 50% Colombian,
Okay.
and then like
You said 10% what?
10 to 12% like African.
Okay.
Like I forget which uh country, which region, but I definitely got a little bit of black in me. And so I imagine like the next step, like besides just changing your skin tone, would be to take out something else, like rewire your DNA to be less Colombian and more black.
Okay, so I did mess up there. It's not Loiter Squad, it's Atlanta. Okay.
Atlanta. It's a
Let's pull
different
this up.
rapper, guy. It's not Tyler the Creator.
Let's pull this up.
Pizza's getting here in about 4 minutes.
Oh yeah, man. I can't wait to record myself scarfing down,
I'm gonna
man.
put my
Uh,
flippy floppies on.
Speed eating contest. Come on, man. Let's see what's up with this. All right. Here it is. Let me turn this one up.
All right, I'll be right back.
All right.
Unless you want to join me.
I mean, damn. Well, I can't turn down that kind of offer, man. Wait, actually, you know what? Let me see if I can get this the screen cap going while you're going. Me right now. Okay. So let me see. Display capture. What's up, Bonita? I can't even see you out there. Come on. No, I can't even see you. I can't even see you on screen. What's up? What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Hmm? Come on. Display capture. Browser source. Why would that make sense? Why does that make sense? Delete that. Ah, I can't believe it. Let me see. Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
Mm. Damn, they about to hold me out like that. I can't. Settings. There she is. There she is. I have to reload. Okay.
Hey, it's a little cold.
Mm. Might as well put that oven on broil. Slide that one there. Bro, I can't even click it to make it the sound go on. Let me see.
Oh, I see this.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's on Atlanta.
One day he said, "Call me Harrison." I said, "Who's that?" He said, "Me." Do you believe that he is a white man? I mean, he isn't. I'd love to wake up one day and say, "Hey, everybody, I'm Rihanna," but I ain't.
It's been pretty hard. My family just doesn't get it. I try to get them to go out with me, go on walks, go to the farmers market, chat with people, but yeah,
So why don't you think that they get it?
I don't think they get it because they don't realize that race is just a made up thing. They grew up having labels, and me, I'm just not like that.
I see. So how do you embrace your identity?
I dress a certain way, pattern on it. I wear a thick brown leather belt. I like to envision myself after the surgery.
Hey, excuse me, what IPA do you have on tap? Hey, did you see Game of Thrones last night?
Yeah,
So your surgery, that's later this year.
right. I started working at stuff this month, so hopefully by then I have enough money to take the next step.
So you work at Coca-Cola and the mall.
Right. Correct. I work at both.
Harrison has been planning a full racial transition under Dr. Samuel Vergara, who guarantees Harrison can visually transition through an experimental procedure that will allow Harrison to not only be a white man, but whatever race he chooses.
Yeah, the farmer's
The
market.
procedure is absolutely 100% possible. He's gonna look weird, though.
But before Harrison can fully realize his physical identity, he still has the day-to-day that's filled with discrimination and ridicule.
It's pretty awful. You walk in the streets and black people, they see you, they nod to you like, hey, good to see us. And it's to the point where I've just given up. I stopped trying to convince them that I'm not us.
Gotcha.
Hey, Jesus, this is definitely the guy. He doesn't even live in the area. I've never seen him before. I can't let things go fast, but you have to believe things are getting better. Otherwise, you'll just die inside.
Is there anything you'd like to say to other black kids out there who may be going through the same thing?
Just be you at all costs, but also stop dressing so crazy.
Harrison looks from the outside to be your average
Alright, we
teenager.
watched again.
He goes to school,
The hell?
plays video games.
This is actually the stream
System
now.
is in his room. But there's one difference.
I'm a 35-year-old white man.
Harrison, born Antoine Smalls, has transracial identity, identifying as Harrison Booth, a 35-year-old white man
I
from
literally can't
Colorado.
click nothing.
And when did you know that you were a 35-year-old white man?
Well, I've always felt different. I go to the store, the movies, and just be thinking to myself, like, why am I not getting the respect I deserve? And then it just hit me. I'm white and 35. I just miss Colorado sometimes. Here I'm pretending the buildings on the old San Juan mountain range, but the job's just here.
And where do you work?
I'm a systems engineer for Coca-Cola.
Oh, okay. That boy don't work. He go to school and that's it. One day he said, "Call me Harrison." I said, "Who's that?" He said, "Me." Do you believe that he is a white man? I mean, he isn't. I'd love to wake up one day and say, "Hey, everybody, I'm Rihanna," but I ain't.
It's been pretty hard. My family just doesn't get it. I try to get them to go out with me, go on walks, go to the farmers market, chat with people, but yeah.
So why don't you think that they get it?
Man, white people do go
I
on
don't
walks.
think they get it because they don't realize that race is just a made up thing. They grew up having labels, and me, I'm just not like that.
I see. So how do you embrace your identity?
I dress a certain way, pattern on it. I wear a thick brown leather belt. I like to envision myself after the surgery.
Hey, excuse me, what IPA do you have on tap? Hey, did you see Game of Thrones last night?
Yeah,
So your surgery, that's later this year.
right. I started working at stuff this month, so hopefully by then I have enough money to take the next step.
So you work at Coca-Cola and the mall.
Right. Correct. I work at both.
Harrison has been planning a full racial transition under Dr. Samuel Vergara, who guarantees Harrison can visually transition through an experimental procedure that will allow Harrison to not only be a white man, but whatever race
The procedure's absolutely 100% possible. He's gonna look weird, though. But before Harrison can fully realize his physical identity, he still has the day-to-day that's filled with discrimination, ridicule. It's pretty awful, you know. You walk in the streets and black people, they see you, they're nodding to you like, hey, good to see us. And it's to the point where I've just given up. I stopped trying to convince them that I'm not us. Gotcha. Hey, Steven, this is definitely a guy. He doesn't even live in the area. I've never seen him before. I think we're taking slow travels. But you have to believe things are getting better, otherwise you just die inside. Is there anything you'd like to say to other black kids out there who may be going through the same thing? Just be you at all costs. But also, stop dressing so crazy.
So this was on in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I need to watch that show.
Yeah, man, Atlanta. At least the first season. The first season was particularly good. Back up. I don't know where you from, but where I'm from, I tell a dog, don't even look at my food. Go away. Go. So that guy is the embodiment of what I was saying, basically. Let me say that again. That guy is basically the embodiment of what I was saying earlier.
Which was what again?
Which is, if it's okay to be trans, if transsexual is a thing, people can actually be transsexual. Why can't they be transracial too? Like you can't be saying like no, people can't be transracial if you support not transsexual, my bad, it's transgender. What did I tell you? Go away. Go. You came back on the other side. You thought you was clever.
Go. Go. Yep.
Very cute dog. You
Yep.
guys saw her earlier. She is heavy.
She's only like 40 pounds.
She is thick.
My sister's dog, that's an 80-pound dog. Imagine something twice the size of that.
Yeah, but that dog's not even like an adult yet, right? Or yeah.
She's at least 3, 4.
Oh dang. Okay. Yeah, she not getting no bigger. And there was a professor at UT who was a lesbian, and I posed this question to her, and she was like, huh, touche. And I was like, okay, bet. So I'm not crazy, but also it's really just, like a lot, what is it called, a thought experiment. Like I'm not actually gonna change my skin to be white like Michael Jackson.
Wait, are you saying Michael Jackson did that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had a disease too.
Okay. Which was
Vitiligo.
true. Very true. But that didn't cause his whole, it didn't cause like all of him to be white.
I feel like at a certain point you just want to like give into it. It's like, yeah, okay, yeah, my skin's turning white. It's a disease I have.
I mean, it'd be better if it was all the same color.
Exactly. Would it be though? I don't know. I feel like.
I mean, in my mind, what do you mean? Like, yeah, it's normal. I'm just talking about like society, and also your self-image at that
Are
point.
you not attracted to
right?
girls with vitiligo?
No,
Damn.
I mean, it's what do you like? What do
I-
you
I
mean?
am-
Am I not? Vitiligo doesn't make me more attracted
Don't worry,
to
guys. I am
females.
okay. I don't discriminate my skin types whenever I like date men and women. Okay. Actually, I don't really date men, but that's besides the point.
No, vitiligo isn't gonna make me want to be with a girl more.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, would it make you want to be with her less?
If I'm
Yeah,
looking
that's
at
what
a
it sounds
girl,
like.
it's everything's relative. So if vitiligo was the only two girls in the club, then I'm fucking vitiligo. But if there's vitiligo next to a girl that's equally as attractive that doesn't have vitiligo, then obviously I'm gonna be more attracted to the girl. Probably not obviously, but most likely I will be more attracted to the girl that doesn't have vitiligo.
Yeah.
If you want to, yeah, like if you want to be like explicit about it.
Yeah, man,
But
I was the racist one.
yo, you can go ahead and tell me that like you think ugly girls are just as attractive girls, and I'm gonna look at you and tell you that you're lying to me, you know, and like that's not gonna make me feel better or worse, but at least I'm honest about it. But if there's any any females with vitiligo that's trying to get at your boy in Austin or Houston, please. My number is 832-850-9496.
Man, they're not about to get with you after like you just went on a tangent on like giving like if it was a catch-22, like they were the better half of a catch-22.
Bet money. You not trying to get with me? Shit.
Nobody wants that.
Hey. Nobody wants what?
To be like the easier option or like the better option. Like no, it's just options or I don't know.
I mean, look. I'm 5'5", you know, like
You're 5'5"?
no, I'm 5'6".
Oh.
But the point is, next to a guy that's 5'7" or 6'1", like the dude that looks exactly like me that's 6'1", the female is gonna think that the 6'1" guy is more attractive. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean anything bad. That's just human nature. And I unfortunately have not been with a girl with vitiligo before, so I hope to change that soon. Yeah.
This pizza's good.
Yeah, it is good. I just want to make a show just so I can have those little like moments where I don't even have a good example right now. But just for those small little awkward moments or like that very little funny moment, it's like a split second. It's like a lead up all the way just to this split second. But the punchline, it's not even really a punchline. It's just like, oh, that was awkward, or oh, that was funny. Like, I appreciate those moments.
Whew. You want both of these last slices?
No, I'm good.
You want one of them?
No, I'm good. I was watching South Park yesterday. That's the episode where eating gluten makes your dick fly off. That's really what I want. No, there we go. There we go. South Park, you know, and we talked about their format before, right? We can go ahead and create, whether it's we're coming up with the scenario for the plot, or we're coming up with characters, I think that would be a good place to start. Like in this, so there's a pool of content that we can create that would be kind of seamless for us to create. In that pool, there's these podcasts, and also there's making making like what South Park does, basically. It's also in that pool.
Man, I'm so out of shape.
Pool full of liquor and dive in it. When was the last time you played tennis?
Years. More than a year. Not years.
Yeah, I know it hasn't been that long since we played. Well, it's been a minute since I played.
I'll smoke you right now. Let's go.
She.
I don't even need to stretch.
I'm about it.
I'll do it on my flip flops.
You got the Wii too? You got the Wii tennis?
No, actually. Actually, that Wii doesn't work. No, the Wii works. I just need like a receiver or an AV adapter. Because this TV doesn't have any AV connections. It just has HDMI and optical.
Might as well fire up the other one.
The other TV in my room has what's it called? AV.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Couch Lock Radio. Couch Lock Radio. And this is how the intro go. Yeah, I don't even know. Couch Lock Radio. May, what is it? No, today's the 30th. Says we have a viewer, but
Fine, I guess I'll just start sitting up.
there's no way of telling. Okay, now there's no viewers, right? Okay, now it says there's 2 viewers. This doesn't make any sense. If you're out there and you're watching me, let me know. Quit lurking. Y'all motherfuckers like to lurk. And I like to interact.
Oh yeah, you like to interact, buddy?
A little pushing, little tug and pull and push and tug and pull and pull. You know.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
A little back and forth. Is that empty?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Just put it on my counter. Okay, I actually really dig this angle. It's a little tighter. You can see my entire bookshelf. Turn on. Oh, we should turn on the light. Turn on the light. I'm searching for.
Which light?
I'm searching for.
That one over there? Oh, you got it. Turn on the lights. I'm searching for. I'm searching for. Is that her in the VIP lounge with the keys in the pocket? And she look like a rocket. And her left titty about to pop out. And the dude's trying to holler at her. See, it says there's 2 viewers, like, actually. And this is not even one of those things where it's you're using Restream and, you know, they just have one in there just to monitor the chat. It's like real, actual accounts. Could be bots, but we don't know. So, we got to put on a show. I don't know what I'm saying. Inner monologue podcast show. All right, bet. Guess what? I got something brown and round for you right here. We got the lighter about to fire it up. Okay, well, honestly, that was like all the content that I had come up with. We went through all of that already. So if you had to write a book report on a book report, was it on a movie? Actually, right, on a movie, book report on a movie that you've seen.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I mean, honestly, it'd probably be like an Avengers movie.
Yes.
Not even because I'm that nerdy, but just because I've seen them that much.
Yeah,
well,
bro.
I mean, I am that nerdy. What the fuck am I
You
talking
could. I'm like, yeah. Like, if you had a podcast, if somebody told me you had a podcast, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's a Marvel DC podcast. Basically, that's what I would think. If you had to if you had to pick a category your podcast would fall into, would it be different?
Would it be
Not category, like, I'm not talking about the podcast that you have, which is on Twitch. I'm talking about if you had like a RSS feed weekly podcast, like, what would the most likely topic be if it had to have a recurring theme? Would it be that or something different?
Probably something different every day. I mean, I don't really. What did I talk about? I like learning lessons. I like
It'd be a weekly podcast.
I
We're
like-
talking about a weekly podcast.
weekly podcast.
Yeah.
Not daily.
Not daily.
Oh man. Yeah, honestly, just like, self improvement.
Could you do you have the content ready if you had to like make a season right now, or is that something that like you would like to be ready for?
Like to be ready for?
Okay. What would be something that you could like do a whole season on, like, right now?
Nothing. Not that I know of.
Nothing?
I mean,
Okay. I feel like I'm putting you on a spot now, but there's definitely some, like, you could obviously
hey,
do
what would
like
you
a,
what would you do
could
your season on?
well, you could obviously do a Marvel, like,
I'd probably do a Marvel season.
You
Like,
could- you could-
that'd be ready for.
you could obviously do that.
Just talk about Marvel for like 12 episodes.
Yeah. You could easily do that.
I feel like I talk about it way too much though. That's why I wouldn't want to do it. But yeah, I guess that is an answer.
So let me answer your question and then let's dig into that. Why do you feel like you talk about Marvel too much and why you shouldn't do a podcast? Because I feel the opposite. But to answer your question, this is weird. We're like watching ourselves like twice in a row.
Yeah, please close one or
To answer
minimize the window because
and then there's
I made eye contact with myself earlier. It was weird.
but no, you saw into your soul. But no, basically, if I had to do a podcast, actually, I would. I've thought about this. It could be either a blog or a podcast. Um, it would be self-help related, like which is kind of like my current blog right now, the Inner Monologue blog. It would be we could do book reviews on some of the books that I've read. Like this one that's called um, "Don't Make Me Think" just came to my mind, but it's actually a different one. And it's about like there's this guy called last name is Norman, Don Norman, and he has this thing called a Norman door.
Okay.
Right, which is you ever gone to like a restaurant or a gas station and like basically there's no handle but you're supposed to go in but it or it might say push and you have to pull like those are Norman doors where the affordances aren't there, right? And affordance is like something that literally just by the thing existing it naturally seems like you can do that with it, like a chair is naturally affords sitting, right? But with these doors, like a door that you're supposed to pull open, it should say pull or it should have a handle. Like it shouldn't have the bar where you're supposed to like the horizontal bar and you have to pull that bitch. Like that's the opposite of the behavior you should have. And the book talks about basically intuitive design.
Okay.
What's this book called? Can't even think of the name of the book. Mm-hmm. It's called The Design of Everyday Things. By Don Norman. So I would do book reviews on stuff like that because like and so that's design. That's one of the things that I kind of leaned out of the last while. But it's cool because as a product manager, I talk about this. I'm in design calls like every week.
Right. Damn, this is a lot.
We don't have to finish it.
No, the blunt is a lot. I could finish the blunt. Saying like the smoke.
Yeah, so we could do book reviews. We could talk about mental models. That one is more so half baked for me.
I did like make your bed. 10 rules that could change your life and potentially change the world.
See, boom. See now this is where it comes full circle, right? So you said you did like it?
I loved it. Like, I finished it maybe like in an hour or two.
Okay, perfect. So now we can review that book. We can talk about that. You can teach me, like about that because I actually didn't read it.
Okay.
So to clarify for the audience, right?
You can grab it right there.
You came to my. Could you clarify for the audience real quick? Which verse is that?
It should be to the right.
I see
I have my bookshelf arranged tallest to shortest, like weirdo. I came over to his place in Austin. We had a pool party. I saw this book. I mean, I was just looking at his bookshelf because I just love books, and I was like, "Ooh, you have 2 copies of this book. Can I have one?" And then I asked for a second one, and he was like, "All right, we got to finish this book before you can get a second one from me." I was like, "Okay." So obviously that's why I breezed through it. No, I mean,
Man, I wish you would have told me you had finished it. I could have brought a new book from the bookshelf. We could have swapped it out and everything.
no, I thought you had 2 copies of this one.
No, I do. But what I'm saying is like,
Oh, the other one.
yeah, I could have brought
the.
the other book that you wanted to read. I didn't know you finished this one already.
I don't have any books to recommend. I mean, the book I'm reading right now, right after this book, Think Again, it's really got me in a clusterfuck. Either way, so this book, yeah, I mean,
Right. Let's talk about. Yeah, I saw the Adam Grant book. That's cool. He's a good author. I want to talk about that, but let's finish talking about this one first.
easy read, pretty simple rules to follow, pretty like. I want to say obvious. I want to say
Straightforward.
well, straightforward.
Simple.
What most people, I guess, what most people would find morally positive. No.
Oh, okay.
Let's look at the 10 rules. So let me see.
It's like something that everybody can get behind, basically.
Start your day with a task completed. 1. You can't go it alone. You can't go it alone. Only the size of your heart matters. Life's not fair. Drive on. Failure can make you stronger. You must dare greatly. Stand up to bullies. Rise to the occasion. Give people hope. Never ever quit.
So if you would, okay.
So those to me, like, I've like been told those before, you know. It was nice, like, that's how he structured the book and with those 10 rules as a chapter for each one. And he wrote the commencement speech with those 10 rules in mind too. So that's what it was. It was a commencement speech he like had done
At UT, right?
At UT, I don't know how long, 2014, I want to say.
Yeah, because I got this as a graduation present when I graduated UT, and so I guess that's you know why they did it, because it's like, oh, he did the commencement speech, and you know, here are the lessons kind of like packaged into this book or whatever.
But the whole book, right, pretty much, he talks about his Navy SEAL training most of the time, how that's how he came up with the 10 rules. It was just different things he had to do, like make your bed every single day had to be like Navy quality making of the bed at like a perfect 90-degree angle with like no creases in the bed sheets and such. And if you got one of those things wrong, you would have to go roll around in the sand. You wouldn't even be able to wipe it all off. You would just have to like get 100% of your body slathered in sand, and you have to live the whole day like that.
Dang, man. In your eyes, that would be the worst thing, like sand in your face for me. I could, like, that would be so annoying going the whole day with sand in my face. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like Navy SEAL training is brutal, and he describes a lot of different scenarios he's been involved with.
This fucking guy with the scenarios.
He's been involved with doing like missions and such, and you know, I kind of forgot a lot of it. Like, I think I read it way too fast, but I was hooked. But it definitely boosted my morale for a bit.
So okay, can you kind of re-summarize it then now again for us? Like, if we were gonna have a 30-second clip of this podcast and post it on Twitter and whatnot to say like, yo, like, this is a little, you know, like, what is this book about, basically?
All right, make your bed. It's about how you could change your life and potentially the world if you just, you know, follow 10 easy steps on self-improvement and self-motivation. Definitely worth the read. Took me like an hour.
Bet. You heard it here first. Make Your Bed, the Inner Monologue podcast show. We're going to change the title of this episode to Make Your Bed.
Make your bed.
Yeah, man. I haven't really been reading recently. I'm trying to think what the most profound thing that I've like read recently. I think for a while I've been trying to like reprioritize kind of my like relationships, I guess, and just like writing kind of. So I've been doing more writing and getting back into like a routine of like writing every day and reflecting every day and meditating every day and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, there's this guy, there's this podcast I was listening to, this guy who's all about, he's kind of studied a lot about learning, and I'm trying to remember what his name is. Michael something, or no, Michael Nielsen and this other guy, but they have this website where you can like learn physics, and the idea is kind of to bake in spaced repetition into it. The guy, there's more like in terms of like the guy's philosophy on learning and tools that he uses, but this tool is interesting, basically, because if you think about and it's not even just physics. What is it? It's like quantum physics, and there's like a lot of equations and whatnot that you have to remember. It's called quantum country, right? Let me pull this up. And so the idea is it's like the future. What does like the future of a textbook look like? You know, where instead of, you know, where the textbook would have quizzes at a quiz at the end, and just a bunch of text throughout the chapter. You know, it'll kind of, you'll be reading and it'll quiz you in the middle of it while you're reading, just to make sure you have all of the you remember all of the stuff that you need to get to X step. And it basically just puts spaced repetition inside of the textbook, essentially, which I thought was pretty cool. But that would be another thing that I would want to talk about, you know, in terms of in my, you know, if I was gonna have a blog or a podcast, it would be about learning, and we talk about spaced repetition and all that.
Learning. What does it feel like to learn for you?
What does it feel like to learn?
I mean, you like learning, right? That's what.
I mean, yeah, I like the way. So, the way I'll answer that question is, I think learning in public is important. And because if you are kind of talking about what you're learning, one, you're gonna remember it more, and then I think about creating content as a way to find like-minded people that might not be in your like physical location. And so if you're learning in public, you know, you could be having those conversations, more in-depth conversations about the topic, and meeting people that are around the world that are interested in the same thing, and it's just a different way of learning, you know, than an isolated um, way where you're just kind of like reading by yourself. So yeah, that's what I am about, is like learning in public. But
When was the last time you learned in public?
when was the last time I learned in public? Learned in public. I mean, I don't know. I actually haven't done it in a minute, you know, and that's part of me getting back into content creation, really, and writing, because I think writing is a just it's a good way to like clarify your thoughts. So really, that in my mind, that would be like, when's the last time like I published something, you know, and it's been like, it's been months, but I think, you know, and tweeting is kind of like a microscopic way to do that, you know. So that's why I like being on Twitter, and I'm on Twitter all the time, talking to people,
Talking to people.
just talking about it. But real, I think we killed the episode.
Yeah.
So that's a wrap. Any final parting words?
Get some sleep, guys. And pay attention.